Welcome to Stockton University's Class of 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Before we begin today's event, we'd like to take a moment to make a few safety announcements. Please direct your attention to the exits located at each corner of the venue. Aisleways and exit points should remain clear at all times. In the event of an emergency, please exit immediately and follow instructions from the staff. If you would require assistance evacuating, please identify yourself to an usher. We would also like to remind you that smoking is prohibited in all university buildings and venues. Smoking is only permitted in designated smoking gazebos. For everyone's safety, please remember to mask up, back up, and wash up. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. We hope you enjoy the ceremony.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Stockton University's 2021 Commencement Ceremony for the School of Health Sciences. We're so glad you could be here. I'm Dr. Peg Slusser, Dean of the School of Health Sciences, and our first priority today and every day is to provide a safe environment for our community. To do so, please remember to follow 4 simple rules throughout the day's events: mask up, back up, wash up, and backs up. Thank you. Would everyone please rise for the national anthem, performed by Joseph Cermati, a 2015 alumnus and a member of the Provost managerial team.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Smarty. Please, I was going to say please be seated. Thank you for already being seated. It's my pleasure to introduce the platform party. They will stand and remain standing as their names are called. Please hold your applause until I complete the introductions. Representing the Stockton University Board of Trustees is Miss Nelia Valentin, a 1986 Stockton alumni. Distinguished members of the platform party also include Dr. Harvey Kesselman, President of Stockton University, Dr. Susan Davenport, Interim Provost and Executive Vice President, Dr. Michelle McDonald, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Chief Officer for Academic Programming, Atlantic City, Dr. Amy Hadley, Associate Professor of Communication Disorders, Mr. Joseph Sramati, Manager of Academic Personnel and Administration and a 2015 Stockton alumni, and Ms. Madeline Pepe, candidate for Bachelor of Science in Health Science. Thank you all for your service to Stockton and higher education in New Jersey. And would the platform party please be seated? It's now my privilege to ask Nelita Valentin, member of the Stockton University Board of Trustees, to come to the podium to offer her welcoming remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to see everyone's faces, and the fact that we have an opportunity to be together for such a wonderful occasion is certainly something to celebrate. My name is Nelida Valentin. I am a proud 1986 Stockton graduate and have the honor of serving on the Board of Trustees. I would also add that I am a proud participant of the Educational Opportunity Fund program here at Stockton. For those of you that are EOFers out there, kudos to you. You have all demonstrated great commitment in earning your degree at Stockton. This dedication will serve you well in your next chapter in life, with your jobs, in community service, or advanced studies that you may choose to pursue. I encourage you to remain involved with Stockton and to take full advantage of the programs, activities offered to alumni. Congratulations from the Board of Trustees and the entire Stockton community. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Madeline Pepe, candidate for Bachelor of Science in Health Science, to the podium to address the class of 2021. Madeline.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, honored guests, and of course the graduating class of 2021. I'd like to begin by thanking the faculty and staff for making today possible. It is a privilege to be here in person and an honor to be speaking in front of you all. My name is Madeline Pepe. I am a graduate of the School of Health Sciences and a part of the dual degree physician assistant program. Since the conclusion of my time here at Stockton, I have embarked on my graduate education at Thomas Jefferson University. Before I began graduate school, I had many fears. I was afraid that I wasn't ready for this next step. I was nervous that my young age and clinical inexperience might speak louder than my own actions and abilities. I was nervous that I wouldn't know how to adapt to the new and fast-paced environment of being a healthcare professional. And every now and again, I still have these fears. As we stand here today, many of us may be sharing these same feelings. Whether the next step is into a professional role or an educational environment, that transition can be nerve-wracking. But from my own experience, the key component that I took away from my education here at Stockton that has helped me conquer these fears has been the value of teamwork. I just realized I never took off my mask. Something seemingly so simple, yet has proven to be so critically important in my education. I realize now why they had us take an entire course dedicated in this skill and why we completed so many service learning projects. Because when my fears got the best of me, I did not turn to textbooks for answers. When the assignments piled up and it felt completely unachievable, I did not open my notes. And when the stress was so overwhelming, I did not open Quizlet. Instead, I always turned to my team. I turned to my family and loved ones. I turned to the people who encouraged me and supported me each and every step of the way. I turned to mentors and advisors for their instruction and guidance, and to my friends and classmates who are going through the same struggles and experiences that I was. And I'm standing here today because of that team of people. No matter what area of healthcare or health science you will pursue, you are now a part of a much larger team. How we interact, communicate, stay organized, and focused on a common goal is not just for a grade anymore. After today, the teams that we are becoming a part of are created to positively impact the health in our community. We must work efficiently and effectively to increase access to quality healthcare and end health disparities. We must work together to improve our healthcare system. And most importantly, we must work together not only to help our future patients, but also each other. So as we leave here today, I'd encourage you to thank your team of people that brought you to where you're sitting today. I'd encourage you to remember the team of people that you found here at Stockton. And lastly, I'd encourage you to search for the team that you want to be a part of tomorrow to leave a positive impact on your community. Thank you so much, and congratulations, everyone. It is my honor to welcome Dr. Harvey Kesselman, President of Stockton University, to the podium to deliver the commencement address.
It is so nice to be able to see all of you in person for this ceremony. Thank you, your parents, families, and friends for being here. Yeah, go ahead, you can do that. Graduates, my fellow Ospreys, on behalf of Stockton University, I want to offer you a heartfelt congratulations on successfully accomplishing this major milestone in your life. We are immensely proud of you, and we celebrate your academic success. We celebrate your rite of passage, and we celebrate you. Everyone, please join me in giving the Stockton University class of 2021 a huge round of applause. Again, that's what I want to hear. It's better. Words cannot express the hope and optimism I feel when looking at our extraordinary graduates. And if there were ever a time when this world needed hope and optimism, it is now. For in the last year, you have, quite frankly, we all have, experienced challenges in our world that have baffled minds and broken hearts. But to our amazement, these same challenges have sparked new ways of thinking and generated faith in causes bigger than ourselves. Graduating from college is already a daunting goal. And graduates, on top of everything else in your lives, you've had to reacquaint yourselves with the meaning of the word perseverance. You had to power through even when the finish line looked so distant. You had to stand firm, resilient in your efforts to complete this portion of your academic journey, which was no easy feat. But like most resilient people, you understood that the only way to get through it is to go through it, irrespective of the rocky terrain. This test of perseverance and resilience was perhaps best described by Grammy Award winner Cardi B. Yes, I said Cardi B. When she said, "Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Now, I know you're probably thinking, really? I thought he would be more of a Billy Joel kind of guy. And you would be correct, but on this topic, she nailed it. And because you, each and every one of you, have embraced the essence of perseverance and resilience in a time that some describe as a perfect storm, a pandemic, racial and social injustice and unrest, and a global economic crisis, you've accomplished something that very few people could. You stayed the course and you finished. What an incredible achievement. And herein lies my hope and optimism. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Arts and Humanities. You will create meaningful societal change through artistic expression. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Business. You will create opportunity to stimulate and produce economic growth. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Education. You will be dynamic educators who respect and recognize the potential in every single student. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of General Studies. You will harness your interdisciplinary knowledge to lead, to shape, and to strengthen communities. It lies with you, our graduates of the school. You, our graduates of the School of Health Sciences. You will manage the demands of today's enormous healthcare challenges and play critical roles in improving our community's health and welfare. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. You will optimize alternative energies that will afford a greener way of life for generations to come. And it lies with you, our graduates of the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences. You will delve into the challenges of our criminal justice and political systems, reimagine institutional structures, and create better systems. It lies in all of you and your incredible Osprey spirit. Simply put, my hope and optimism lie in you. But before you turn your tassels in a few minutes and go off to celebrate with friends and family, I want to leave you with one word of advice, and that is keep learning. That's 2 words of advice. Keep learning. Why? Author Roberta Bogan explained it best when she said, when you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop living. It really is just that simple. Keep learning. Don't make this academic milestone the last mile you walk in your pursuit of knowledge. Personally, I strive to learn something new every day. Take the word lit, L-I-T. Just last week, I was talking to a student who said his class was lit. So naturally, I assumed he was talking about his literature class and asked, so what's your favorite reading this semester? Then, after he stopped laughing at me, he explained that he meant the class was really, really exciting. I had absolutely no idea that's what lit meant. My point, keep learning. Why? Because learning begets growing, growing in knowledge, growing as a compassionate person, growing as a global citizen, ready to engage the world and meet the many challenges still ahead of all of us. And most importantly, growing as a human being. Likewise, as you learn and grow, remember to keep living. Don't get so caught up in making a living that you forget how to actually live, living out your passions, living out your dreams. Experience this gift called life to the very fullest. Leave nothing on the table and no stone unturned. Because if this past year has taught us anything at all, it has taught us to take nothing for granted. To paraphrase so many others, in the end, it won't be the years in your life that count. It'll be the life in your years that matter. So once again, congratulations, class of 2021. It's been lit. It's now my distinct pleasure to invite Dr. Susan Davenport to the podium for the degree conferral.
We will now begin the presentation of candidates for degrees. Please note a professional photographer will take photographs of the candidates as they walk across the stage. Proofs of these pictures will be sent to the candidates. The ceremony is also being recorded, and copies may be ordered by visiting Stockton's Commencement webpage. We ask that all guests remain at their seats when taking pictures. Will the graduating class of 2021 please rise? Dr. Kesselman, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here have qualified in all respects for their degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by Stockton University. The faculty recommended that these candidates be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
She's terrific. Members of the graduating class of 2021 who have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation, based on the approval of the faculty and the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey and the Stockton University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now switch your tassels. Now, please be seated.
We are now privileged to present the new graduates. We ask that you process across the stage when your name is called. In light of current health guidelines, we will not be shaking hands. Graduates, when you exit the stage, please honor your fellow graduates and promptly return to your seats. Would the graduates from the School of Health Sciences please come forward? Reading the names is Dr. Amy Hadley, Associate Professor of Communications Disorders.
Madeline Pepe. Madison Ledwith. Rachel Lehrer. Drew Lizuski. Nicholas Lubitsch. Nadia Lopani. Jessica Lohr. Nicolette Lubert. Callista Luca. Victoria Lynn. Jennifer Macario. Savannah Madonna. Jacomel Maniwang. Destiny Martin Clark. Emily Mall. Ashley May. Charlotte McGuire. Kathleen McLeany. Addison Meeker. Megan Merzello. Kayla Miller. Melissa Miller. Ashley Morales. Antoinette Marone. Emily Myers. Stephen Myers. Julie Namor. Tanya Namor. Joseph Napolitano. Aisha Nawas. Matthew Neri Jr. Lindsay Nunn. Colette Nolan. Kaylee Nolan. Kelly O'Donnell. Celestine Grace Orby. Abigail Ortiz. Chasfree Ortiz. Adrian Patahog. Iana Desiree Pagiunan. Okay. Brianna Pagnani. Veronica Pantel. Devin Parker. Justin Thomas Pasamba. Darti Patel. Pankti Patel. Eric Peltzman. Alexandra Peterson. Samantha Peterson. Alexa Patillo. Samantha Patosa. Madison Pillhauer. Michaela Phillips. Hannah Pierce. Christina Paneno. Haley Poricelli. Cassandra Poveromo. Cheyenne Ray. Janai Reves Ortiz. Kirsten Rezkowski. Geraldine Richardson. Carly Roberts. Yannick Roberts. Julia Robinson. Summer Roche. Talia Rodriguez. Sophia Romalino. Nicholas Roman. Natalie Romano. Elizabeth Rosario. Mark Ruddy. Josephine Rundle. Theodora Rundle. Caroline Sagan. Haley Sagnes. Gina Saliola. Brenna Samuels. Julianne Santos Plasencia. Kelsey Santucci. Robert Schaefer. Rebecca Schiaffone. Hannah Schneider. Amanda Skull. Marissa Semeraro. Elise Shapiro. Nicole Sharp. Anastasia Sigafus. Nicholas Soletto. Lauren Simons. Gurpriya Singh. Haley Smith. Andrew Solari. Lauren Soto. Vicky Soto. Avery Specchio. Deanna Spencer. Brentley Spiegel. Julia Stavalo. Jenna Stevens. Jackson Strickland. Richard Stutzman. Emily Sullivan. Twinkle Surtees. Carrie Tellian. Devin Tiernan. Hey, hang on 1 second. John Trainer III. Olivia Van Houten. Julia Vandenberg. Gabriella Varile. Marquise Vega the First. Camille Velez. Jenny Vidanos. Brianna Vogt. Danielle Waller. Kelsey Walsh. Heather Watkins Jones. Cassidy Wenzel. Hannah Westcoat. Gabriella Williams. Tyler Wilson. Mackenzie Worth. Jamie Woon. Jordan Yaros. Daniel Yu. Zoe Zamato. Laura Ortiz. Richard Diaz Jr. James Palmieri. Michael Pestrito. We'll give Dante Riccelli. Ryan Sullivan. Sam Buddy. John Chitrin. ZJ Colon Carrero. Gerard Hutchinson Jr. Sam Jones. Kevin Kelly. Michelle Koloweski. Sarah O'Neill. Eleanor Neugebauer. Unzela Nawaz. Renee Salsinas. Lean Ku. Jenny Benitez. Matthew Scarantino. Adam Montalvo. Mohammed Kareem. Stephen Blythe. Chris Talercio. Julian Coutinho. Marco Melio. Dylan Fahey.
I'm not going to let you. Before Dean Slesser closes the ceremony, I just want to let you know in an earlier ceremony, we bestowed upon her Professor Emerita status, an extraordinary job she's done as the Dean of Health Sciences. She's retiring at the end of June. Please give her a warm round of applause for her great efforts for Stockton.
Well, thank you, President Kesselman, and thank you all. But the real congratulations today go to our graduates. You did it. We are all so proud of you. As we conclude this ceremony with a recessional, the platform party will leave the stage, followed by the graduates exiting the building through the doors behind me. Guests are asked to follow the graduates promptly and meet them in the parking lot outside of the building. All of us at Stockton are proud of you and joyfully embrace you as graduates and lifelong members of the Stockton family. Thank you for choosing Stockton and for remaining a part of the university's legacy. The recessional will begin with a rendition of Ospreys on Parade, our alma mater. This concludes our commencement ceremony. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your special day.
Let us travel in the footsteps of those who came before. Here on our campus in the Pines, knowledge opens every door. And when we go marching out to the world beyond our Stockton, at ease with what we learn, our future has begun. Knowledge leads to knowledge, and Stockton shows the way. Oh, let us be among those for whom Stockton leads the way. Oh, let strive to be examples day by day. Knowledge leads to knowledge, and Stockton shows the way. Oh, let us be among those for whom Stockton leads the way.